Hello everyone, my name is Kaylee and today I'm going to be talking about books. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and I am going to be tier ranking the books that I read in school because I think it would be really fun because honestly I have some strong opinions about some of these and I think it'll be really interesting. So I'm going to start in 8th grade because I don't really remember the books we read in 7th grade. I know we read The Outsiders, which everybody loves, but honestly, I do not remember it. And I know we read Home of the Brave, which I also do not remember at all. So I'm not going to do those. And I'm also not going to include any short stories because I don't remember the titles of any of them. So starting off, I will start with Fahrenheit 451. I read this in 8th grade and I actually really enjoyed this book personally. There are certain parts that still, I still remember and they still stick out to me. So for the iconicness and for me thinking of certain parts of it every single day, I'm gonna put it in the A tier. But I don't think I would really like it that much if I reread it, probably. So yeah. Next, in 8th grade, we read Animal Farm, which I really don't like this book at all. This is going D immediately. Animal Farm I thought was boring. I didn't care about any of the characters, didn't care about anything happening. Sorry, that takes a little break there for a minute, but yes, Animal Farm, I did not like it. And it's really made me think that I don't like George Orwell, which may not be true. I haven't tried to read another book, but I do want to read 1984 because it's really iconic, but I just don't know if I can because I dislike Animal Farm so much. Anyway, up next we have 9th grade, and we have 3 pretty iconic books, I think. So first we'll start with Romeo and Juliet. This book is obviously super well known. We read the, play, and we watched both movies, and I didn't really like any of them. The Baz Luhrmann version was probably the best out of the 3, maybe, but that's, I guess, not even the book, so it doesn't count. So yeah, it wasn't bad though either. Okay, it wasn't horrible, so it was just boring. I think to me it was just boring. So I'm gonna put it in B because yeah, it was just average, you know. And then watching the movies was fun in the class because everyone's like, oh my gosh, Leo, oh my gosh, but that's not the book, so I don't know. Anyway, next we read Of Mice and Men. Immediately D, below Animal Farm, if I could. This is my least favorite book that we read in school. I thought it was so boring. I really did not care about the characters. I didn't care about their journey, and I just don't like that we are reading all these different symbols of oppression from a white guy, you know? That doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, immediately bottom. John Steinbeck is another one that it's maybe I should read another one of his books, but I just can't because of this, and it was awful and I did not like it at all, especially Lenny. And I feel like I'm gonna get hate for that because I feel like for a lot of people he's the one redeeming character, but he was so annoying to me, so immediate bottom for me. But then at the very top, Persepolis. This book did what every book in school should do. It had a really good message while also actually being entertaining, and it was a graphic novel, so that is a bold choice I think for a school because we know how they are about books. I mean, look at this list. So reading this was something totally different, and like I said, it still had really important messages, if not more important, because these other ones are things that we already know. Fahrenheit 451, nothing really there, honestly. But yeah, just the other discussions are important to be had, but they're old, you know. We've already had these discussions a million times. So Persepolis brought something new to the table, something fun, something fresh, and it was heartbreaking, it was wonderful, it was everything. So immediate S tier for that one. So up next, moving into 10th grade, this is the last grade I'm going to do because in 11th grade we didn't read any full novels, we just read short stories, and like I said, I'm not putting those in. And then in senior year we just read like excerpts, so it wouldn't really be fair of me to put those in, but maybe I'll just like say where I would put them at the end. Anyway, so up first I'll do A Raisin in the Sun, because I don't really remember this book or play at all. Like, I don't know why I have no recollection of almost anything except for like the plants in like a dark room or something. So yeah, that's gonna have to go in B for me, because while I don't remember it, I'm sure there was good discussion that came out of it, because I also know it was like the black families moving into a white neighborhood. I remember that was happening in it. So yeah, I might get hate on for not remembering the plot, but I know good discussions came out of that one. So B, honestly, kind of brink of A, but I just can't put it there because I literally don't remember. Up next, we'll do Lord of the Flies. This book, I did not like at the beginning at all, because it was so boring and it was just so setting focused, and like I just didn't care. Like, I don't care about the leaves and the shade and the sand on the boys or whatever. Like, I don't care. But once it got, you know, into the action, I was like, yes, I'm here for it. So I think I'm gonna have to also put this one in B, because like it's balanced in a different way, you know. Like A Raisin in the Sun is balanced because I think it was good but I don't remember it. This one's balanced because the beginning was so bad but the end was good. So B. Up next, we'll do The Great Gatsby, and I feel like this is an unpopular opinion for some reason, but I really enjoyed this book. Like, I thought it was fun. I thought it was different from what we read, even though like the discussions not new, you know, but the story itself I feel like was told like differently. I don't know. But the discussions all obviously about the American dream, and it was just a little bit much, because personally, like at my class, we read so many things about the American dream before this for some reason. It's like we get it, but yeah, this little piece of hair is like, I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna put this in A because I really did enjoy this. But I heard, I don't know if it's true, that F. Scott Fitzgerald stole this story from like his wife. So maybe I should knock it down, but I'll leave it up there for her, because I don't even know if that's fact. I think it is though. Anyway, the last book on this list is Macbeth, and surprisingly, no, you know what, something's wrong with the list. I think I'm gonna move Romeo and Juliet down to C, because it's just like, compared to the other things that I have in B, it's not vibing there anymore, you know. Like, for me to like not even really like it, like Lord of the Flies, I liked certain parts. A Raisin in the Sun, I liked certain parts that I remember, and Romeo and Juliet was just boring the whole time, you know. So C. Anyway, Macbeth, I actually liked this one. Like, this is so weird because I'm not a Shakespeare girl, I'm not a play girl really. I don't know, but I actually like this, and I felt so smart because, I mean, honestly, it's just because my class was not paying attention, but this book is really predictable, I feel. And so like at certain parts, the teacher would be like, what do we think is going on here? And I'd be like, well, this is about to happen, or like this is happening and then this is about to happen. She'd be like, oh, I don't even know that yet. And I'm like, sorry for the loud car noises in the back. But yeah, so I actually really like this one, and it's weird, I don't want to put it in A because I feel like it's like in between A and B for me. But considering that I liked this, surprisingly, I'm gonna put it in A, because B is like, I liked it but I also didn't. And Macbeth is another one that honestly, like, I kind of don't remember certain parts, but I feel like I remember liking all of it, which is really weird, but good, I guess. So yeah, this was just a quick little video that I wanted to do. I thought it'd be really fun, because I love looking back at the books I read in school for some reason and critiquing them. Yeah, so here's that. And really quick, since I said I would just say where I would put the books that we only read excerpts of, in senior year we read an excerpt of The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde or whatever by Junot Diaz. I would put like a picture somewhere probably. That one I would probably put in A tier, like almost S honestly, but like Persepolis is untouchable. But because that one was also really different. Like, as you can see, I like the ones that are just different besides Macbeth and Fahrenheit 451. But I just like the books that are different. Like, they're giving me something new. Because I think that's something the school system really struggles with, is bringing in new content for some reason. But yeah, I thought that book was really well written because there was a lot of character, a lot of like personality in the words itself, and that adds a lot to the story, you know. But yeah, so there was that. I put an A. Another excerpt we read was The Road by Cormac McCarthy. D immediately. It was so boring, so bland, and I know that's the point, but maybe it's just me. I don't get that. Like, I don't get authors being like, oh well, the characters are desperate and they're bored and there's nothing to do, so you are gonna also be desperate and bored and have nothing to do. And it's like, why do you want me to feel like that when I'm reading your book? Like, that does not make sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I get it if it's like your character's lost, your character's confused, so you're gonna be lost and confused. Like, I get that, but I don't get like wanting your reader to be like desperate and bored and like feel like everything is so dry and bland. Like, I don't get it. So I did not like that. D immediately. Okay, we also read an excerpt from The Interpreter of Maladies by Jhumpa Lahiri. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But this one I also did not like. I didn't dislike it as much as The Road, but I would definitely put it in C2. Okay, so I don't know what happened to this little part of the clip, but for some reason it's not in here. Just wanted to say that I would put it in C tier because it was so boring. I really did not enjoy this. The whole point was to be like extremely mundane and to point out things through that, but to me it was just so boring, and I couldn't, like, I don't even mind like mundane things. Like, I read My Year of Rest and Relaxation, loved it, but this was just not it for me. So yeah. So yeah, there's my tier list. I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun filming it, and yeah, it was something a little different. I know this video is really short, but I really liked it, and I hope you do too. So who knows, maybe more tier lists in the future. We'll see. Comment down below if you've read any of these books, which I'm sure that you have, at least, you know, one or two of them in school, and let me know what you thought of them, because I know certain opinions that I have are not very popular, I feel, on these books. So let me know, and see you next time.